I have returned. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another toy review. It's been a while. I've been very busy with school and everything, and I just haven't had time to record and do editing and upload. But hopefully now I can get this. Don't worry, Castle Crashers. That's gonna get up, and you'll see the end of that. I haven't stopped playing it. In fact, I have stopped playing because I've beaten it, but it's all recorded. I just need to get it edited and uploaded. So you guys, that will be coming. Um, so we'll get into that. Book reviews. I've been busy with those because as an English major, I have been busy doing essays and everything like that. And I did end up doing a book review type thing on a short story, which I will gladly share with you guys in a future episode. But for now, let's just get into the thing that started everything, and that is with a toy review. So let's jump into it. Last time I said that we would be taking a look at finally some of the more unique Transformers I have in my collection, which is true. I'm all out of the copies, well, except for one set, but we'll talk about them when we get to them. For now, let's look at some of the Autobot ones, and I have two of them here for you. We have Hound and Mirage. Up first, we'll do Hound. So Hound is a original G1 Transformer. He is from the original cartoon. He's like in the very first episode, and he is known to be more of the scout of the Autobot team. He goes in, gets the data and everything, and his one superpower, which is very well known, is his ability to use decoys. He is able to create holograms of specific things. His biggest one was like an entire power plant, and he can do it of just people driving him and stuff like that. So it's pretty nifty what he can do. But yes, he is the main scout of the Autobot forces. So Hound turns into a military type Jeep, um, which is very usual for him because that's what he's turned into before. That's what he's always been shown turning into. He's always turned into a military-esque type vehicle. And it's usually a Jeep. That's what he's always been. So they definitely keeping that, because if they didn't, then, that's bad on them. He is fairly easy to transform. I'm almost done with him as it is. He's just very finicky with his hood. But if you wrap his legs around, you get this. Just like so. These connect right up. There you go. Turn the toes in. Smash this down. Just like so. And his arms, even though they're exposed, they kind of just tuck in nicely at the bottom here. And there you have it. Fully transformed. This one I play with all the time, transform him. But there you go. You have a little Jeep. Now he does have two guns. He has a grenade launcher, which this is what this is. It's a grenade type launcher that he's used. It's usually on his shoulder. This goes on right here. It doesn't really matter. There's two spots for it, but I always put it right here in the center. Because there's multiple holes. And this comes apart when it transforms. Otherwise, it stays together. This is like a barrel for all the ammo. But this pops off and comes right onto the back here. Like so. And then this is usually his big gun that's always shown that he has around. And this comes right onto the back. Like this. And there you have it. You have Hound. Pretty good. Very solid transformer. I enjoy playing with him. Not really much else to say. The wheels are nice. He actually does move around on the ground. He doesn't, slide. He actually rolls, which is very nice. My only problem is his hands. His hands don't go away, but that's about it. But yeah, it's a very nice transformer, and he's pretty good to have in my collection. Now we have Mirage. Mirage is an original G1 Transformer, also appearing in like the very first episode, and he does appear a lot later on. Mirage's unique ability, as shown in the cartoons, the G1 cartoons, is that he has the ability to go invisible. He can cloak himself into any surrounding, and he is invisible to the optics of any Transformer. In the Siege cartoon, which is on Netflix. They're coming out right now. The second one, Earthrise. Um, he is shown to have a second ability, and that is similar to that of the of Hounds, where he's ability to cause like mirages, because he's shown having two abilities. The one thing he does is he can make himself look like a Decepticon, like he changes his color scheme, he changes his symbol, and it's supposed to be like a mirage that he's a Decepticon. So that's pretty cool that he can do that. The other thing that they show that he can do is he can, I think he pulls up like some sort of like invisible force field, so he does the cloaking thing like Hound does. So it's kind of weird, but I guess it's towards more of his namesake, because his name is Mirage, and that's more of like creating a mirage, because Mirage, if you don't know, is a thing that happens when you are really dehydrated in the desert and you see a mirage, like some, like your eyes are playing, something's playing tricks on your eyeballs. So like it could be like a mirage on an oasis, or it could be a mirage of such a thing that he does, like cloaking himself. So there's that. Mirage turns into a Formula One race car. He turns it in this one, and he's turned it in the original cartoons. But yes, he turns into a Formula One race car. Those race cars that go really fast and they can't turn very well, so it's more like straight tracks and all that. But yeah, they are incredibly speedy. But this is his transformation. So yeah, he turns into a Formula One race car, the ones that go really fast. And here we have his full transformation. It's a bit hard to get full. It doesn't want to stick together all the time, but there we have it. Now he also has two guns of his. He's got this one, both of which can go on the top. It doesn't matter what side they go on, but they go on the top just like that. And there you have it. Mirage's full transformation as a Formula One race car. Pretty nifty. He isn't, as you can see, I'm trying to push his back on, because it's it pops off a lot, but we'll talk about that later when we get into the scoring, which is coming up right now. I score all the Transformers in my collection on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being very poor and 10 being very high. This is how good of a toy it actually is. Despite how they are in the cartoons, I try to keep it very unbiased about what they look like. Well, it is on what they look like, but not how they are as a character. It is on how they are as a toy. At the end of the series, I'll score them all to see what is my least favorite or the worst toy, and what is my most favorite or the best toy. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, start off with Hound. Now, Hound gets a 5 out of 10 for being an authentic Transformer, which is very nice, because I don't want cheap ones in my collection. He gets another point for his design. He looks exactly how he does in the cartoon. He is pretty accurate. His transformation is the same. I mean, why would they change it? But everything's pretty accurate. So, yeah, he gets that point. Point on price. He does get the price one. He was around the same price as all the other ones, which again, if you've been watching my series, is around $15-$20, and that's exactly what Hound was. So that was very nice on that part. He's not an exclusive. He's not a limited edition. He was a general retail one, so nothing bonus point wise there. My only problem with him is his parts or components. Now, his leg joints, all of his joints are fine and everything like that. To be honest, I don't like how I have two problems with him, which are going to leave him at a 7 out of 10. The first problem is when he transforms, he doesn't put his hands away. That's not enough for me to get rid of the points. I don't like it when like their components are seen. I want them to be like fully camouflaged. Like, oh, that looks like a hand. I don't want that. My other problem is I don't like how he transforms. I don't like how his legs, they pull out and they come all the way back around. That kind of bothers me, because it can like become annoying when you're trying to transform him. But like I said, he's fairly easy. I mean, how else are you supposed to get the full Jeep form? But there's that. My other problem is this gun right here. I don't like that his gun has to keep being pulled apart. This should not have to always come apart to be the transformation. And plus, it doesn't even stay on very well, anyways. It can easily pop off and all that. So I don't like it at all, and it's very annoying. So I overall give him a score of a 7 out of 10. But that is Hound. Mirage. 5 out of 10. Authentic Transformer, as usual. Price wise, not gonna give him the point. Nope, he was actually much more expensive than the usual Transformer, and much harder to get, might I add. Like, he was so hard for me to get, and he was general retail. And I'm like, why the heck are you so difficult to find? And I eventually found him. But yeah, it was ridiculous how difficult he was to get, and he should not have been that difficult. My other problem is his design. Not his looks, how, like, as a toy, like how he is when you transform and all that. Don't really have a problem with it, except for one problem. But I don't mean I have a problem. I don't have any major problems. My main problem with it is the fact that when you transform his, like, if you saw me struggling, his, like, arms, they fold in and connect like this, and then they have to come down onto his chest, and that's supposed to be where his, like, I don't know, what are they called? Like, the core, like, like cars have, like, they have, like, that back, like, wing type thing on their back, but that's what that's supposed to set. Um, and it constantly pops off. It doesn't stay on flush, and I'm all for parts being flush. That is like my main thing. So I don't like that. I hate that, and that's going to cause him the point. Look wise, he looks pretty gosh darn good to how he did in the cartoon. He doesn't look stupid. I think he looks really nice. So he gets that. So for him, he gets a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10. That's pretty bad. Well, hey, it could have been worse. You could have been not an authentic Transformer and just be a... And then I have to score you differently. But that is... Ooh. Mirage. Thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next time we actually finish off the deluxe line for the Autobots and all the rest of the unique ones. I believe there are 2 more, so we'll take a look at them. Check out links in the description below for other videos I've done. I do book reviews, I do games. Check them out, they're really cool. And leave a comment down below on your favorite, I would say race car, but I know a lot of people aren't NASCAR fans, so I wouldn't know about that. How about your favorite military vehicle? How about that? Tell me what your favorite military vehicle is. It could be an airplane, or it could be a jet, it could be a tank, it could be a jeep, it could be a sub. I don't care. Tell me what your favorite one is. Leave that down in the comments below. It'd be really cool. And as always, I'll talk to y'all later.